The first sign of disrespect, you gotta cut her off. Simple and plain. If you tolerate even one sign of disrespect, and that's it. She's gonna walk over you for the duration of the relationship. There can never be one sign of disrespect and you stay. You just asking to be a punching bag. You just asking to be a doormat. Doesn't care. Loyal to her feelings only. I've learned this. I've learned this the hard way. Every man must learn once. Hope you guys like my new location. I think it's pretty cool to be poolside. I'll probably be switching up locations as well. But once a woman disrespects you, you have to cut her off. I'll even say, I'd say that's even recommended if you've been with her for years. Because what type of man wants to stick around and be disrespected? He'll be getting disrespected the whole time. You might have heard this in my prior videos, but I always relate back to certain relationship things. Once a woman says, well, I'm sure there is men out there that can do it better or give me what I deserve, that's a sign of disrespect. And that's a sign you got to let her go. Simple and plain. I don't care if you've been with the woman for a decade. She has to be taught this lesson. There is no form of disrespect that any strong man, stoic man should take. I once had a woman, you might have heard this from my prior videos. Like I said, I always relate back to my own situations. I had a woman let a man buy her food right in front of me and being spiteful. Now, I don't know why. Like I said, she was being spiteful. She admitted that. But I had a friend there. He was like, "Yo, let that go. Let her go." And he was right. That sign of disrespect, I should have let her go. But she was just some drawers anyway, you know? For real, for real. She ended up leaving anyway. So just a pair of legs, ultimately. Lesson learned. There's other situations of disrespect as well that I've been through. If she lies to you about something, that could also be a form of disrespect. Just seems like you shouldn't tolerate that. Smart women and loyal women know their boundaries. They know what lines to cross. So you can't sit there and just let that happen. If she calls you a bitch, any harsh words like that, it's done. If she's lucky, you don't slap her fucking head off. Excuse my language for calling you that word. One of the highest forms of disrespect. Just seems like you shouldn't tolerate that. Smart women and loyal women know their boundaries. They know what lines to cross. So you can't sit there and just let that happen. If she calls you a bitch, any harsh words like that, it's done. If she's lucky, you don't slap her fucking head off. Excuse my language for calling you that word. One of the highest forms of disrespect. I don't think any man should be abiding by that. It's law to not tolerate any form of disrespect. Are you crazy? Using that word towards me? Any type of profanity thrown my way? Are you serious? The highest form of disrespect. You know, like I said, I always relate back to my former situations. If an argument ensues, I mean, one time I didn't have all my finances together at one point. My girlfriend throws around, "Oh, you broke nigga." I'm telling you, you're gonna tolerate this shit. I won't even broke like that, but guess she figured that was triggering because a man wants to have his resources and finances together. Broke nigga. You think that relationship lasted? Nope. Could be 7, 8, 9 years. Just your turn, brother. The young OGs teach all this, man. There's a lot of influencers out there just talking. They ain't been through these situations. They ain't been peed. They ain't been played. They don't know. They don't know. A brother like me knows. Come on, man. Finance has been educated, tall, handsome guy. And I didn't just become cool when I become over 30. Are you serious? We always been cool. We always been well put together, well versatile men. But I wouldn't tolerate any type of disrespect in any form. Toxic creates a toxic environment. And don't bring kids in this world with her. Are you serious? It would be insane. It would be insane to have kids with a woman that disrespected you before. You don't think that disrespect's gonna happen again? It don't matter how much money you got, it don't matter how tall you are, it don't matter your status, it don't matter how good you look. None of this stuff matters when it comes to the game of women. If they don't want to hear that shit anymore, if they don't want to hear what you got to say anymore, then that's it. That's it, man. Even the hymns done fallen by keeping a disrespectful woman around. Women are pure. Women are this. Women are that. Supposed to signify just a level of humane stability, opulence. The disrespect is not the disrespect should not be in her nature. Excuse me. You brother stay up. Never tolerate a disrespectful woman. Be out.